third quarter was what got us. They picked up their aggression. We had struggles, and then the guys having the best game of the night for us got thrown out. So that was unlucky for us. But we just got to do quite a few things better on Wednesday.
Rick, did you have a chance to talk to Jalen at all about trying to keep his cool, or how do you just view that sequence?
You know, these guys today, they have to be themselves. You know, we have to support them. They have to, you know, show the personality that they are. And you know, I like guys to be animated. It's just got to be channeled the right way, and it just can't be to the detriment of the team. You know, we had some examples in recent games. You know, Lance had a thing where he gets a taunting technical a couple games ago, and if he doesn't look at the guy he scored on, he doesn't get the technical. You know, if he looks at the bench and goes like this, or if he looks at the crowd and goes like this, it's good. Everybody's fired up. But when you look at the guy that you scored on, that's an automatic technical. That's 1 point, you know, in a game that goes to overtime. You know, so you know, we get young guys that are learning, and you know, and Jalen is a guy that's not been with us that long. You know, he's new to the situation. He's been kind of quiet and reserved, and he really showed some great emotion tonight in some other parts of the game, which was great to see. And then this one situation, you know, I don't know that he did, you know, by the letter of the law that much to get thrown, but he happened to make eye contact with a referee and make a gesture that, you know, made it happen. So, got to learn from it. We got to move on to Wednesday. Got to play better.
Is there any update on Chris? I saw he took like an awkward step and had to check out the game and didn't come back.
His toe's sore, so you know, we'll hope that in the next day and a half that, you know, he can get it feeling better. I mean, sometimes these things, you know, you get kicked and it, you know, it hurts a lot. It calms down, but I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I did tell him that, you know, get with Josh, get with, you know, the trainers, get treatment, you know, try to get you ready if we can get you ready for Wednesday, and if not, you know, it'll be Friday.
How did that shift things? I mean, you're already down Malcolm, you're already down Lance, and then you lose Chris. So obviously you have other guys that stepped in, but how did that maybe affect the game as well?
Well, you know, we just ran out of gas a little bit too because of, you know, playing yesterday. And look, these guys have been off for 2 days, so they're very fresh, and you know, they were aggressive. They played well, and so there's no excuses. I mean, look, we've been down bodies for the whole year. You know, it just means there's an opportunity for somebody else to step up and play and help the team. And so, you know, we're not going to cry on anybody's shoulder about it. We've just got to be ready to step up and you know, be in a next man up situation and just go from there.
Pat Boylan, go ahead on Zoom.
Rick, the 22 turnovers match season high. Do you view those as a byproduct of being aggressive, a little sloppiness? How do you analyze it?
Yeah, we made mistakes. I don't know how many of them were unforced, but Orlando, you know, they throw waves of guys at you, and you know, they're pressured and they're playing hard, and you know, they made it difficult for us. So, you know, we're gonna have to do a better job. I mean, you know, defensively, we're gonna have to do a better job. They had a big soiree to the basket early in the game, you know, and had 3 or 4 layups in a row. When we got that little bit under control and had them shooting outside shots, you know, it turned into a better situation for us. But coming out of halftime is where we had real problems, and you know, we're just going to have to play a better 48 minutes come Wednesday.
Gwendolyn
Coach,
on
how do
Zoom.
you foresee is going to be the role of Chris Duarte now with the arrival of the new players in the team?
Well, his role is to play his game. You know, he's a terrific young wing player that can defend. He's been a very consistent three-point shooter. He's good driving the ball. He's shown that he's an effective passer, and he's got to keep learning the game. But if you're asking me whether he's going to start or come off the bench, you know, it's going to depend. It's going to depend on who we have available. You know. He's played well in both of those roles, and we'll just have to see how things go and how our team is structured. As far as next year and stuff like that. But for the remaining 19 games or 20 games or whatever it is, we need him to get healthy. We need him to feel good. And we need him to play hard in our system and do what he does.
They shifted in that third quarter to allow them to kind of just take control of the game and run with it.
I think they came out hitting shots early in the third, and we didn't. And we didn't get stops. And, when you're not making shots, not getting stops, that's a recipe for failure. And they were the aggressors for the majority of the night, picking us up, getting into us. So, they definitely followed their game plan the right way.
I know you take pride in taking care of the ball, not turning it over, but what do you think was, I guess, the key for them, or maybe some issues that they caused for you just handling the ball and making plays?
I think there's some bad reads. I threw the lob to Goga. It's probably put him in a bad spot. Got picked before I got to Tech. Just a couple bad reads by me. I think it was more. I'll blame myself more than giving them credit, which is probably the wrong thing to do. But I feel like I can control that for the majority. So I'll try to be better.
Did you all have any conversation with Jalen about? I'm not saying this is his fault, but just keeping your cool in situations like that? And did you feel like that was a moment in the game where it shifted?
Yeah, well, we were trying to calm him down. Obviously, when you get a Tech, you're obviously hot, and so it's hard to keep your emotions in check. And it just happens through the heat of the game, and he knows that it wasn't the right thing to do, and he'll be better next time.
Tyrese, what's been your biggest challenge trying to adjust to this team? Are you still in the process, or do you feel more comfortable now? Or if there's any new challenges that you're facing so far since you joined the team?
I guess just learning guys. That's really it. Just learning guys' tendencies, knowing their personnel when it comes to just where the right spots for them to succeed. That's just the biggest thing. I don't think it's just basketball at the end of the day. So I go out there and just have fun in what I do, and for me, that's the biggest thing is just learning guys.
Tyrese, what positive things do you see in this group of players that can take to another level in the very near future?
I think we just play hard, and we just have fun with what we do, and I think those are a recipe for success when you do that. So and guys are together and close knit, so that definitely helps. So I think that's gonna help us moving forward.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
Hold on just a sec. All right, Pat Boylan from Zoom.
Tyrese, Rick made the comment that you guys had a big film session on Saturday, and part of that was to make adjustments on the defensive end. How would you grade the defense tonight, and how much were those struggles a byproduct of the turnovers on offense?
Yeah, I think that definitely hurt us. Them getting out in transition, getting in the paint. We didn't box out. We gave a lot of I don't have the exact numbers, but gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. Turned the ball over too much to allow them to get out in transition. I thought when we had them in the half court early, like in the first half, I thought we were fine. We just got to do a better job, take care of the ball, and then obviously when they got hot and things got going, guys all got a rhythm. So we just got to do better.
Tony East.
Tyrese, on a night like this where you guys only have 28 points in the paint, how can you be better about attacking and making that more of an emphasis?
It's a great question. I don't know. I feel like we just need to get into the paint more. I felt like myself, I got in there a decent amount, was kicking out for threes and jump shots, maybe being a bit more aggressive. And I think in a couple of days we play. I think that's definitely going to be a point of emphasis for us, just to keep getting in the paint and finishing over the top.
Pretty much. There was some disagreement going on, one thing led to another. I lost my cool. My teammates tried to calm me down, and I kind of neglected that. But at the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes. I apologize to my teammates for that. I told them that's not me. My parents raised me better than that. You know, my mom's already texting me, getting in my butt right now. So, but yeah, like I said, it was just some disagreement. The ref made a call, I disagreed with it, and it just went on from there. But trying to move past that now.
And on the flip side, you did play pretty well tonight. You've been playing well since you got here in Indiana. And what do you think is working so well for you, particularly on the perimeter, where you're just, taking open shots and obviously knocking a lot of them down?
Pretty much just that confidence, you know. I mean, obviously I had the confidence. Phoenix, I always had the confidence. But just the pursuit of the coaches and the players just telling me if I see open shot, take it, and just giving me that confidence, just say, hey, go out there and shoot the ball no matter what. And just having them in my background, it helps a lot, because like I said, confidence is everything in this league, and pretty much support is everything as well. So as long as you got those two together, you can pretty much do anything, I believe.
Pat Boylan on Zoom.
Jalen, you played the majority of your minutes in Indiana with another big on the floor. How would you compare and contrast your game and what you're looking to accomplish when you're in that 4 spot versus the handful of minutes where you've been in the 5 spot?
Pretty much I'm just trying to show that versatility. Obviously, in Phoenix, back in Phoenix, I didn't really play much at 4. Most of the time it was at 5. And pretty much I just want to show that I'm able to step out and space out the floor as a floor spacer, and pretty much just trying to make my emphasis on being like versatile on offense while also being versatile on defense at the 4, and just being able to switch and guard on every position.